Hi everyone, it's Chris from Class YouTube channel. Welcome back to another video on my channel. Today's video we'll be doing Jacob Ryan's Play Range Season 2024. If you are watching Captain Magpies, welcome, like, comment, share. New channel watches for the first time, like, comment, share, and subscribe. 189 centimeters, medium defender, 20 years of age as well. Played just the one game was in 2023. Didn't play any at all this year, which was probably surprisingly a little bit. But the way I see it with Jacob Ryan, not many people will, Collingwood fans will know exactly how hard Jack Ryan is proving, despite now that we got the depth in our team for 2025, and spoke about Jacob Ryan. He really needs to take the opportunity going forward. Now, when I look at his game, he had 19 disposals. He had just the 8 marks as well, and that's really good because at least he's getting his hands with these 19 disposals. But when you look at round 2 against the Brisbane Lions, where pretty much that you'd be thinking he had a good game, and you still had the one tackle. He had the 5 marks. The 5 marks to 1 tackle. He had 19 disposals as well. So he's really proving on how he needs to perform. Also, too, I think against the Blues, 23 disposals, 1 hit out, even the 5 tackles and the 4 marks, kicked the point as well. So he really provided something in that contest. And even against Coburg as well, which, again, the VFL probably doesn't get covered enough. He had the 15 disposals, the 5 marks and 6 tackles as well. So really looking forward to seeing on how he would go against Essendon and on Anzac Day. Clashes that we have against Essendon, where AFL side will play and then Essendon, our VFL team will play Essendon, a couple of days before. Now, this is where Jacob Ryan, for me, needs to take this game West Roughneck, which he did. 17 disposals, 9 marks, and a tackle really showed what he's able to do. And then we go on to the game against Southport. Now, Southport are a very good team. We know that for a fact. But he really had, I would say, an interesting sort of type where I don't think he played, but he might have been an emergency. Sometimes, we might have him as an emergency compared to any other, in case we do need to bring him in as well. So I think that's one thing that we do really well. But against the Northern Bullets, I'd say he did well in that game. Considering he had 18 disposals, 5 marks, 5 tackles. Really hasn't, not hit his struts, but definitely gone into it. And the game where we just were disappointed against Werribee at home. And that's what it felt like. 14 disposals, 5 marks, 4 tackles. Nothing wrong with that at all. And then we had the game against the Western Bulldogs where Footscray, I don't know why they call Footscray Bulldogs, where technically they are the Western Bulldogs. But he had his 13 disposals, 4 marks, 2 tackles as well. I think when I look at the KC Demons game, I thought he really got into it. He kicked a goal, had 18 disposals, and he didn't have any marks. He had 3 marks. So it's still decent. Still decent in that aspect. North Melbourne game, I know we got smacked in that. But he really does show a fair bit too. So I don't think there's a lot of, 17 disposals, 4 marks as well. You still got to take that on board. And it was a bad one, so I was keeping an eye on that game too. Considering that the AFL men's team played on the exact same day. And then against the Bombers at Windy Hill, which again proves something for me because I felt like he had a bad game, but apart from that, he was doing so well. He had just the 7 disposals and a mark, so he probably didn't have his best game as what we would have liked. Against Frankston, I thought, it was an interesting type game from his point of view, where I felt like he did not play. He didn't play in that particular game, so I think he might have been emergency as well a few times. He didn't play in the last couple of games, but it might have been emergency, but he did have just the 15 disposals, 7 marks and 2 tackles as well, so definitely felt like he was getting into that particular game. But then also as well, like in round 20, and that was, to me, the difference in how we play as a team. And he definitely felt like, for me, 21 disposals, 4 marks, 3 tackles. He really stood up. Now, he's been close to senior selection, hasn't quite broken in, but he did play, obviously, the one game in 2023, and that's when he had a concussion, so which was very unfortunate for him. And then, obviously, in the game against the Brisbane Lions, you had the 17 disposals, and the 5 marks as well. How do I rate him out of 10? I don't know. I'm going to give him, if I'm were to be honest with you guys, I think it's 7. I really do. Hope you guys liked the video, Collingwood fans. Our apologies. I'm doing this on Christmas Day. Oh my goodness me. Being so flat out busy too. So I want to try and push this out as much as I can. But until next time, bye for now.